Hey everybody, and welcome back to the ZMAM show. It's got Mike here, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the new Quentin Tarantino installment that is out. It's called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I just want to let you guys know what was what before you had a chance maybe to go out and see it. Is it worth seeing? And the short and quick of it is, yes, it is worth going to see, but for a lot of different reasons. And, obviously I was not around in '69 to understand all the things that were going on, this golden age of Hollywood, and all the things that were changing in the movie industry, and how producers and directors were interacting with their talent. And this movie follows basically Leonardo DiCaprio. He is the lead star in this, and he's playing Rick Dalton, right? And so he plays in like westerns and action films and so forth. And then he has this stunt double who obviously hangs out with him all the time. They've been working together like the last, 7-8 years or so, and that is Cliff Booth, and that's played by Brad Pitt. And these two guys are already two of my favorite actors anyways, and so just seeing them together, it was just like this powerhouse duo, and they just interacted so well with each other. I just have a big smile on my face. We just saw it tonight with my wife. And it was just really cool to see these two in action working together. It was a solid drama. They had a lot of events going on, and obviously this movie, if you didn't know, it takes place around the same time frame as the Manson family murders, right? Under the devious and dark Charles Manson. And so, of course, those murders included Sharon Tate, which she's actually in the film too, played by Margot, is it Robbie, I believe it is? And so it was really cool. There was a lot of, I want to call it misdirection, and things that maybe you thought were going to go a certain way, and that they end up not really going that way. But again, the story tries to maintain sight on both Rick Dalton and Cliff Booth and the things that they're going through. As I said, things are changing in the year of '69. But there was just a lot of cool elements going on. There was a lot of cool throwbacks to like old films and characters. Like Bruce Lee even had kind of like a character playing as Bruce Lee had kind of a cameo, and obviously changes some things up. But I mean, when it goes down, I mean, you went to laughing my ass off. It was amazing. It was great. There were other cool things, like there was old shows, like one I didn't know about was called FBI, and I guess it was kind of like crime investigative kind of action show, I guess. And basically there would always be a bad guy or so forth, and then they would like freeze frame the bad guy, and then they'd give the stats on him, alias name so and so, wanted for this and that, and why they're after him. So basically Rick Dalton, which is Leonardo DiCaprio, he plays a character in that, and it was just everything that it was done. It looks totally late '60s, heading into that early '70s era. The grain, the film, the color grades, the whole entire movie, you feel like you're immersed in that era. And furthermore, like there are several scenes where they're driving down streets, and I'm talking more. At first I was paying really close attention. I was like, oh, that was only a block, maybe even two. But then there were some scenes where they were driving for a while, and they kept showing all the backgrounds and the different movie theaters and the little shops and things all throughout LA, and it looked legit. And I'm just thinking to myself, how in the hell did they do this? Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't special effects. So, I mean, very close detail was paid attention to by Tarantino. I give props to him and all his people that he had working on this project. It was pretty amazing. Now, it is a long film, guys. It's 2 hours and 41 minutes runtime. And there is an after credit scene too. It's nothing huge. It's not like it's a sequel or something like that, but it is funny, and it's about 30 to 60 seconds long. Includes Leonardo DiCaprio. So stick around just for a few minutes after the film. You'll get a good laugh out of it. And so, but other than that, a pretty exciting film. Like I said, it was that drama. It was building. There were times when you thought, oh man, somebody's going to get killed here. I mean, like, don't do it. You're making a stupid decision. And then suddenly things end out just fine. And it's just, they did a really good job of keeping us guessing a little bit here and there. And then also following this drama. And Leo did a solid performance as always. I mean, the man can almost do no wrong these days. I mean, if he touches a film, it feels like gold. So, anyways, I don't want to drive on and on about this, but I have another thing out that I'm putting out as well. It's going to talk about the real events that happened on that, I think it was August 8th, 1969, to Sharon Tate and her friends, which were actually murdered, and the differences about what actually happened in Tarantino's film. So there's a little bit of spoilers in there. I mean, yeah, there's nothing else to it. There are spoilers, so be careful. Don't watch it if you obviously don't want that ending spoiled. But I wasn't ready for it. I was expecting one way, and forgetting that I'm watching a Tarantino film, it totally went the way that it was supposed to. So that was really, really cool. I'm going to give this film, I'm going to give it a solid 9. I mean, it could easily be a 9.5. I'm not giving it a 10. It's not a perfect movie, but it was a really good film, guys. It's really right now holding an 8.7 on IMDb, and I just kind of compared it to Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction has an 8.9. Now that's with a couple 100,000, I think, reviews out there. Obviously, this one only has about 25,000. It just came out, but that's a hell of a lot of reviews for just coming out. This movie was very, very, very well done. So if you get a chance, I highly recommend. Let's give some money back to Tarantino and all the people that were involved in this movie making process. It's worth it, and it's definitely it's worth giving back to them on this. So with that said, I am Mike with the ZMAM Show. I hope you enjoyed this quick little review on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the 2019 film, and I will see you guys at the next review. See you guys.